Okay, we completed Leap of Faith, and in doing so, what I forgot to mention was while we were doing the portal, doing the thing, we were getting we got the portal glyphs. So we got those by doing Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith will give you these. So, all right. I know a few from doing the expedition. So, all right. So we'll see. Now we're on the first traveler, I believe. Yeah, the first traveler. So contact Apollo at the Hollow Terminus. First, we're supposed to come check this thing out. Or did we do this? Or we did this already? Okay. Okay, so then you go find Apollo. Alright, so share portal experience with Nada. So now we're going to Nada instead of in another star system. Oh, we're in a totally different part of the galaxy. That's right, we went to a whole new world. Okay. Alright, let's go to the space station. Well, that was a bit of a clip. Alright, so let's go back to the freighter and then we'll go to the anomaly. It should be next to the freighter. Come on. Thank you. I thought it was here. All right. Alright, so let's go talk to Nada. Traveler entity, it has been some time. Polo has missed you. That's what they mean. I asked Nada what they mean, some time. I have surely not been gone that long. I explained that I found a portal and that I stepped through and experienced another world. Nada looks at me with concern. Traveler, your journey was longer than you might realize. Portals have much in common with our home. Their travel is anomalous. But you are unharmed. Yes, you feel complete. You feel not crimson. Confirmed. Nada is pleased. Old portals are strange, but so is our home. Polo is clever. Atlas false entity cannot see. Polo uses Atlas falsity against themselves. Alright. So what do we do next? First traveler. Alright. Tell Apollo about the portal. Alright. So let's go back to our main system. Let's see. Your bases. Go back here. Alright. Terminus. There it is. Warning, network compromised, manual override required. There's no signal matches for Artemis or Polo. The terminal is a stream of warning errors. Perform manual override. The warning message ceases. Some new frequency shimmers into being. You are not alone. Tell me, what's the point in living if we know that life will finish? Ask who they are. You refuse to answer. That's answer enough, I suppose. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more after a fashion? What would you do then, I wonder? Demand to know who they are. I am nothing. The blood of Artemis is data. The heart it's glitched. I can help you retrieve them both. We require a mind arc, a receptacle for their soul. Could you do that for me? I am reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with them when you are ready. The stranger offers me blueprints for something they call a mind arc. The devices they claim will allow me to restore Artemis to life. I accept not knowing who this stranger is or how they possess such knowledge of my adventures, but if there's a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. Artemis repeats these two words endlessly, unable to see my face or hear my voice. I must craft the mind art before I can help them further. Leave. Alright. Soul engine, mind art. So I need a soul engine. So I need a living pearl and cadmium. Alright. Alright, so I can create that. And create that. Okay. Are you? Artemis repeats these two words endlessly, unable to see my face or hear my voice. I must craft the mind art before I can help them further. Did I not just create the mind art? Mind art. Bring the mind art to Artemis. Are you? Artemis repeats these two words endlessly, unable to see my face. I must craft the mind art before I can help them further. I got the mind art. It's right there. Oh, I got it. He's right there, but I gotta go to another. Okay. Alright, so we can't use that terminal where he's standing. We have to go to another one. Alright. And let's go to another one. All terminal activated, multiple signal sources available. Tower hosts a powerful transmitter. Tuned to Artemis. Okay. Use mind art. I activate mind art. I do not know what I expect. Some show of light and flurry, some catharsis, where Artemis emerges in flesh, restored to life before my eyes. But it is not to be. One moment I see their hologram, the next there is nothing. The stranger who gave me these blueprints beckons me over to their signal, still active. Travelers are a dream, an idea that we have some special place in this universe. Artemis had it, you had it, Apollo too, though they would conceal it. Even I had this dream long ago. We are countless, my friend, walking these worlds, yearning for friendship. No one wants to be alone, not truly, but the closer you get to others, the more you risk hurting yourself, hurting them. The deepest secret of the universe is not that of glass, or Arions, or progenitors. It is the final act, the decision to abandon those who need you. It is a primal sin, the foundation of existence itself. Go to the stars, traveler. Your friends wait for you. They will help you bring poor Artemis. Return when you are finished. We have much to discuss. Alright. Seek help for Artemis. Bring Artemis to Nada. Okay. Alright, so where's it at? Oh, it was in a different. I called it to a different system. Okay. All right, let's just go ahead and call it. Let's go see Nada again. Friend entity. Polo observed your signal approach, but it was anomalous. Anomalous? The signature was from the wrong time. Are you well? Not incomplete, not fading. Nada's visor lights flares, burning with concern and distress. Reveal the mind arc. I tell Nada about Artemis, about Null, about the mind arc. It glows brightly as I reveal it. It is Echo. I never thought to see a traveler's soul. You are so beautiful. But friend entity, this Artemis Echo is in pain, disconnected. The arc is no rescue. Ask why. Artemis Echo will never have body again, will never explore again. Old life gone, but we can help them. Nada has a machine, not a machine. No, not a machine. It is something living, a refuge. There is a choice. You may upload Artemis Echo to machine, to sub-simulation where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. Ask if there's another way. Nada shakes their head strangely, trying to adopt my own mannerism. The gestures is appreciated, if disconcerting. You must choose. Upload them to machine, to sub-simulation where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. Ask about the simulation. I ask what life would be like inside the simulation. Nada pauses for a moment, staring at me strangely. Nada tells me Artemis would still feel joy at the things they experienced, but if they should learn of their fate, that they were alone, no longer real, unable to meet friends, such knowledge may cause them great pain. You must choose. Upload them to the machine, to sub-simulation where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo in suffering. Say you've decided. Go to speak with Polo, traveler. They will help you calibrate the machines no matter what your decision. Leave. Whatever you do, I'm proud of your compassion. You are a traveler friend. Nada told me what you need to do. Just know, friend, that we support you no matter the choice. I will prepare the machine. It is Nada's friend's private refuge. Please treat it with care. Alright, so let's go back here and just note this is spoiler territory. So you get to make your own decision. The machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The craft is extraordinary. It is clearly tended to often and with great love. I feel a whisper, not as faint hum over the speaker, as they commune with the machine. The words on the panel unscramble themselves. Not an entity authorization detected. Secondary simulation right enabled. This relic is a simulation of a solar system, a prayer offered by ancient Korvac to the Atlas, now reshaped at the heart of the anomaly. A single false solar system, so dear to Nada, it will act as home for Artemis should I wish it. Allow Artemis to die. Even as I process my decision, Nada's hum takes on a quiet new intensity. I speak and their voice replies, intelligible now. They talk gently and suggest I place the ark upon the terminal. I do so and hear a whisper, a prayer. The ark begins to unfold, twisting from its center, releasing the traveler's soul within. I witness a spark of blue light blazing within the air before me. It fades after a moment, and with it, the last remnant of Artemis within this world. I hear Nada's voice over the speaker, intelligible now and reassuring. They tell me that it is done. Artemis is at peace now. They suggest I do not dwell on these moments. They will tell me that I did the right thing. Alright, speak to Nada Polo. Alright, let's see. Alright, first traveler, return to space. Alright, let's check, make sure we're still on the same mission. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Are you receiving? The holo terminus is showing. Available again. Your signal was thought you were gone. It is relieved to hear Apollo again. It feels like we have not spoken in a long time. I try to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, a vast machine, the crimson orb. As I talk, I realize the memories themselves are unstable, that I cannot form them in my mind. It is just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think I saw the Atlas itself. You saw it? You met the Atlas? The Gek? The Korvac? They worship it as a god. I never thought it was real. Never thought. Are you alright? I can't imagine what you've gone through. Say it was just a machine. I tell Apollo the things the Atlas said, how it spoke of travelers and sentinels as if they were protocols, not living things. The way it views us, the way it looked at me, I felt as if life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. At least it didn't harm you. And I think there's something in what you just said. The Korvac pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe them to be servants of the Atlas. We should investigate further. This machine will lead us to the Sentinel nest. We'll be rich before you know it. And there are more important things. I suggest that we have bigger things to worry about. The Atlas felt hostile, inexplicable in its motives and purpose, not to mention all that has happened since. I tell Apollo of Artemis's grave and my encounter with the mysterious traveler Null. I suggest there is more going on here than an opportunity to earn units. Artemis is dead? I don't... How? Who would... I know I made fun of them, but that was easy. They cared. They believed. And I... What's happened? What's happened to them? Where have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye if I can. Tell them of your choice. I tell Apollo that Null gave me a way of saving Artemis to restore them to a form of life. Apollo is initially excited at the aspect of going to meet Artemis, but I explained that I could not do it. It would not have been life, just an empty existence within a simulation. I had to allow Artemis to find peace in death. I asked if it was right. You did the right thing. You tried. Whatever you might be feeling right now, know that you are a good friend. I have to go through the portal to join you. That much is clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right address for that world of yours. Find a monolith, search the pattern in the data. These things are machines. We simply need to understand their code. Alright. What's our next step? Locate a portal for Apollo. Alright. Alright, that's a monolith. Grab the words. Anomaly, anomaly, anomaly. I see the stone of the monolith. It's immovable muted silver, and yet something lurks beneath. It is gray and yet not gray, a crimson calling out from somewhere below its cool surface. Locate a portal. Link detected. Trace to its source. Alright, am I far enough out now? Okay.
Technology recharge. 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 recharge. Technology recharge.
I missed one.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
That was not 100%. Okay.
Technology recharge.
Traveler capture loop enabled. Anomaly event contained. The portal seems to beg me as I approach, demanding my attention. It requires me to activate it. It requires me to travel on. I am unsure if I should listen. Request the planet's address. Alright. So relay the portal glyphs to Apollo at a holo terminus. Another planet. Okay.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
All terminals activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts. Tune to Apollo. Have you found the glyphs for your world? I'm almost ready. My suit is upgraded. My stomach is full. I've hired a Gek to look after my farm while I am away. So you found them. I look at Apollo. I think of all that I saw within the portal, of what happened to Artemis when they walked that same path. I think of the face of Atlas, of the way Nada warned me not to return to those tunnels. I do not know if the portals are safe. Give Apollo the glyphs. I give Apollo the glyphs, asking them to take care to remember what happened to Artemis. They assure me they will, promising to see me soon. Before I go, they advise me to find out what I can from this so-called null. They warn me to be careful. Speaking of the null, 2 lost souls, one who cared too much and one who cared too little. Their lives have not become what was promised, have they? Every sentient being that has ever lived has felt that way at some point. I know I did. Once upon a time, I was angry, confused at my own solitude. I imagine my surprise when you woke me. Oh, I know you didn't mean to. I know you were just playing around with portals. But whatever you did, I am here now, and I need your help. The Atlas. It is not what you think it is. Something is happening to the universe. Something I need you to figure out. That's why they need your help. The Sentinels do not just keep the peace across the universe. Their motives run deeper than that, seeking out anomalies in the multiversal structure and eliminating them from existence. Have you looked at me? What do you think a Sentinel would do if they came across my form? No, it has to be you, traveler. There is an observatory nearby. It will lead you to the location of a crashed freighter of great interest to our investigation. There we will find the secret. I'm sure of it. Know that the Atlas is neither enemy nor friend to us. No more than the air and the wind might be called such names. It is terrible. It is pain. It is in pain, and we have a responsibility to help its suffering, no matter the cost. Alright, visit the observatory. Bring news to Apollo. Now the rocks. I don't know why I have a tag on me. You are becoming more visible to Nada, traveler friend. Your eyes lend themselves to our small convergence. This makes Nada happy. Nada is not happy with other events. Portals are infected. Vectors for corruption. Artemis entity perished in the portal. Apollo entity will only spread corruption. Danger. Ask more. Atlas false entity watches the portals. Portals belong to them. Those who enter may belong to the Atlas falsity. Great danger. Okay. First traveler. Alright, visit the observatory. It's not that I'm in my ship. Who's in my... Is somebody in my starship? Do I have a stowaway? Alright. To the observatory. Alright, so we're looking for another building. This was like one. Yeah. The warrior seems furious at themselves. They slam their multi-tool onto a nearby surface, pulling the trigger again and again to no avail. Gra, pathetic warrior. Warrior, weapon depleted. Their weapon systems look functional, but the end result is nothing more than a hollow and empty click. The life form howls in self-loathing. For ammunition. A hand inside a handful of ammunition. The fire returns to their eyes, and they bow deeply, barking happily. They offer me a gift in exchange. Okay. Okay. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open, the logs ready for me to read. The observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station manned by a Gek specialist, a translator. They were accused of questioning things that should not be questioned, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant as a punishment, but it appears that the posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist, and events that did not happen. The Gek went out and to investigate one such craft, the life signature of a Korvac still on board. They never returned. Is this how Nada and Polo met? Is this how my friends found each other? There's a signal on the console, warning on repeat. 16 short bursts of data in a loop. Extract the coordinates. I extract the coordinates for the distress signal. A crashed vessel awaits for me on another world. Alright, let's go check out this crash freighter. Oh, whoever Vy'keen at arms Geo is, he's still attached to my ship. And back to the moon again. So we're looking for a big ship in the ground. There. That would be a big ship crashed into the ground. Crew manifest missing. Limited data available. Alright. Okay, so I gotta go gather encryption keys. Okay. I think I only need 3. Alright, we'll do this one over here. Delete these. Alright, encryption key. Read the logs. 03. Crew manifest missing. Read log. Encryption key. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if any will survive, but I must die as I lived. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not attacking, just watching. Time passed, and the sentinels did not seem so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now. We thought we had been forgiven. We were wrong. Continue with the log 2. They struck as one, an attack somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. With a fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in a span of 54.2 standard minutes. Only I remain. The Corvette stood with me in the end. To their credit, they concealed me within their flotilla as I headed towards the center. Oh, I need another one? I thought I had 3. Okay. And we'll do this one. Alright, so we have one more log. One more key. Read log. They are coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The Sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them what we already know, all of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10, just like me. 1,000, a million. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door. Error. Unexpected log termination. Alright. No. Abandoned mission. First traveler. Activate a hollow terminus. Alright, another planet. I apologize for that. I don't know why what it's coming from. Alright, I need to find a hollow terminus. Slow down. No, turn. Ah, there it is. All terminals activated. Multiple signal sources. Speak to null. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. Share the discoveries. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of a world where Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler and a single Corvette entity. I chose my words with care. You think I do not know what Korvac entity is? I do not be so naive, traveler. Do not think anything you have read is a surprise to me. But I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it did not wish it. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse. Dimensions where things happen differently. But there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all. A singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. That's about the Sentinels. They served the Atlas once. They were guardians of reality, defenders of civilization. They hunted for errors within the universe, preventing destruction and loss of life. The annihilation recorded in that log, well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do that. To do a thing like that. Ask about the Atlas. The Atlas created all life. The Sentinels defended it, searching for anomalies within that creation that they annihilated and the entire universe. Well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do that, to do a thing like that. After a time, the Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas. Ask how they know. You have been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know had you seen the things that I have seen. If it was the travelers who corrupted existence, our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age. But we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed, paradise was lost. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Nada knows this, but they keep their head in the sand. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Vy'keen cartographer and speak to them. I will translate. Okay.
Hostile scan detected.
Oh, get out of my way.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Alright, so share the news. Okay. Vy'keen entities have long history, conflict, honor, rage, pride, and yet so static, defined by themselves, never changing. Nada waits as if expecting me to ask something. Ask about null. Missing entity is not as missing as they believe. Nada is not traveler entity, but Nada is not young and foolish. Missing entity has their beliefs, their project, so be it. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content, leave a comment down below, and hope to see you in the next one.